to New Rockstars, I'm Jessica Clemons, and after the finale of The Boys, let's talk about what will happen next for The Boys on season 5 and Gen V for season 2. What's up with Soulja Boy? What's up with the new Supes? How does Gen V play into all of this? Where's Butcher going with that gun? Is Butcher dead? Is his body just a vessel for Kessler? I don't know. Actually, I do know, and we're gonna get into all of it today. But first, be sure to check out nerdriot.shop where you can pick up some of the latest and greatest new Rockstars merch inspired by your favorite fandoms. Right now, we're gearing up for the movie of the summer, and I'm talking Deadpool and Wolverine. It comes out literally in a couple of days. We've been waiting for this moment, and it is now here. Also, get prepared for September. Agatha all along. We have Agatha-inspired t-shirts. I'm wearing one right now, and I love it. It's the moon with all the witches flying across it. Go to nerdriot.shop to get all of the greatest merch of all time and support the channels, because the best way to support the channel is through our merch. And also by watching. Thanks for watching. All right, let's get into it. The Boys finale left us on more than just a cliffhanger. The gang was all taken into custody by Supes they've encountered at least once before in the series. A big question though is how this all affects Gen V season 2. In a 2023 interview, Kripke mentioned how the timeline can get confusing, so he wants it to be simple for the viewers. After The Boys comes Gen V, and after Gen V comes The Boys. So season 4 of The Boys will fall right into Gen V, where Marie, Andre, Emma, and Jordan will all be in captivity, I assume just like The Boys will be. If their prison is the same one we saw Maeve and Webweaver in, they could be kept inside Vought Tower. This would make sense since the plan to use Tech Knight's prisons went belly up after his death, so the first wave of betrayers will go inside Vought Tower. We know Gen V has already started picking up steam. Mere days before The Boys finale, their official Instagram and Twitter shared an image of the series lead, Jazz Sinclair, wearing a God U sweatshirt with the caption, "Class is in session." Her locks are much lighter than usual in this photo, so has her hair been touched up, but they're in prison. Could this be a tease they'll be returning to God U? It's essential to think 3 steps ahead and focus on Vought's consistent audience approval-driven PR team, which manages how the public perceives information about the company and its employees. Understanding how big corporations hide things provides great context for everyone's future in The Boys. Example, during season 1, A-Train ran through and murdered Huey's ex, Robin, and Vought PR handled the public perception by challenging that maybe it was Robin's fault, telling them she was in the middle of the street when A-Train was stopping bank robbers, when in actuality, she was barely off the curb and A-Train was high. Then Vought appeared at Huey's house offering $45,000 in restitution to keep his mouth shut about the situation. So Vought can easily switch up the public perception of Marie, Jordan, Andre, and Emma as fast as they did on Starlighters during Homelander's hearing. So I suspect we'll be returning to God U since we have the Guardians of Godolkin moving forward and a new Dean, Midnight Mass's Hamish Linklater, who will play the new role of Cypher and replace Dean Shetty after her death. And according to Variety, the charismatic and charming newly appointed Dean of Godolkin University, trained as a scientist, which is weird to say he was trained to be a scientist, he's politically brilliant and has the trust and admiration of officials at the highest level. And I believe he was absolutely appointed by Sage, seeing as the remaining 7 murdered the entire Vought board. PR writer Evan Lambert and Ashley may be gone by the end of the finale. According to the set photos, the group, or at least Marie, will eventually leave prison. Photos of Marie at Vought Fresh Farms have surfaced online. We might deal with the themes of relationships again, as Kate betrayed Andre, Jordan and Marie are on shaky grounds, and Emma losing Sam. This also gives us an opportunity for the boys to escape captivity with the help from the young Supes. So this next brings me to what the reveal of Soulja Boy was. What is Soulja Boy going to give us going forward? I think it's obvious that Soulja Boy is a loose cannon, but will he stay a loose cannon with Kate helping Vought? Kate's ability changed Sam, which can be a worthy example of how she could change Soulja Boy's attitude. Though Homelander's psyche and ego won't allow him to wake up Soulja Boy immediately, it's definitely teased that he'll be a plan B option or a great addition to their Supe army, so long as they have Kate. However, this can change and the plan could go south. Remember, Kate loves Soulja Boy, and maybe we can see her change her alliance from Homelander to his father. Additionally, Kate is strong, but her ability only works when she establishes physical contact and issues a verbal response. Theoretically, it only takes Zoe ripping off her limbs or Homelander lasering off her head. She's beatable and necessary to take down, and she's probably the one controlling all the Supe masses. Check my glasses out. Look at these. I got these new frames from GlassesUSA.com and I love them. GlassesUSA.com is one of the biggest eyewear retailers in the US, offering thousands of eyeglasses and sunglasses, brands such as Ray-Ban, Gucci, Oakley, and many more, plus contact lenses. At GlassesUSA.com, glasses start at only $39, which are up to 70% off retail prices. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the amount of choices they have, a quiz you can take, which only takes about a minute and suggests the right pair of glasses based on your face shape and needs. Plus, their live try-on tool lets you see exactly how your glasses will look before you purchase them so that you can get the right pair for you. Look at these frames I got. Oh, summertime is here. And now I can finally see with sunglasses because I was just normally putting my glasses over the sunglasses. It was too much. Now I got 2 in 1. Shopping online at GlassesUSA.com is a risk-free shopping experience with free shipping plus returns and 100% money-back guarantee within 14 days. That's 2 weeks. GlassesUSA.com is offering exclusive discounts only available for 24 hours. Just click the link in the description to get all the details. So I think the Supe army wants Soldier Boy as a weapon, but Homelander, in the wake of trying to be a father to Ryan, will find some weird, small sense to reconcile with his dad, to which all hell breaks loose. Though if Sage accounted for all of this like she'd done everything else, she'd use Kate to subdue and restrain him. Next, I want to talk about Butcher. Is it even Butcher now? No, it's definitely Kessler, and he's on his way to murder Homelander with the virus friend she made. It'll take a lot to put Butcher down now, and I'm sure this will follow the comics with Huey having to be the man to do it when it becomes too uncontrollable. Maybe in a fraction of a moment, Butcher pulls through Kessler's craze and begs Huey to kill him. I believe Kessler's on his way to kill Homelander, which was his original plan from the beginning, and honestly what me and my mom wanted him to do. Everyone's concerned about the virus though, getting out and affecting every Supe in their universe, but no one questions whether it even works. Frenchie offered a totally workable virus, though he built it off the previous strain injected into Kimiko's leg, which was built off Samir's goat head strain that he warned would take longer than a week to make, so he was rushed in making it. The trial for this virus has undergone many treatments, but remember, it originally started at God U with Dr. Cardoza and Gen V. He wanted to use Marie as a test subject because her powers were so rare. So there's a possibility the rare Supes might be less affected, if not at all, by the virus. It's interesting to question because the Supe killing virus works in a way that targets those with Compound V, but was tested on a couple of students from Godolkin University, which wasn't a lot. The lack of trial testing participants means that they do not consider the 30 to 40% of people with Compound V that might be different from the ones caught at God U. That's like creating the cure for cancer, but saying we only tested it on 100 people, but it worked successfully, and we didn't consider that they were all teens or had different biology or BMI or blood pressure or diabetes. It just doesn't work like that. People with uncommon powers might not be affected since this is a blanket test on random Supes with common powers like Sam and his superhuman strength. A great argument to be made with Soldier Boy is, unlike Homelander, he doesn't age. This argument circulating online is important to note because the virus may not affect one of the first Supes with old Compound V like Soldier Boy. Maybe it affects those directly injected with the virus differently than those born with it, such as Homelander. So even if Butcher uses the virus on Homelander and it works, will it work for everyone? Perhaps not. It was never really coded to. We as the audience believe it would work because that's as much as the show has told and shown us. We also see in the finale, Zoe follows her mom's origins and attends the Red River Institute. And I'm sure after her public outing followed by her death, the media is well aware her daughter is also a Supe. And who can relate to this young girl better than Marie, who had a very personal one-on-one conversation with Victoria Newman during Gen V. And I think if all goes well in Gen V for Marie, she would visit Zoe, but more importantly, who's gonna get Zoe out? Samir is missing. However, he spoke with Victoria, and I'm sure he's in hiding right now, waiting for Vicky and Zoe, only to be thrown a curveball to see her pronounced dead on the news. Like Butcher with Ryan, Zoe can find a way to communicate with Samir, maybe to escape and be together, if she even knows that's her father to begin with. There's also Stan Edgar, and if it's up to Homelander, that man would rot in prison, and he'd certainly shake things up for his new replacement, Sage. So the man, I assume, will not be returning. However, there is Huey, and like Stan Edgar to Victoria, I could see him at the end returning to adopt Zoe as her last friend and closest relative in the world right now. We must remember Stillwell's son is still in the Red River Institute, assuming no one has adopted him yet. This is a perfect opportunity to turn their tragic stories into hero ones and to guide them to Godolkin University like Marie. However, Zoe Newman is already well known, so that pity grant will look extra good on Vought's side. That's PR, baby. Then they can keep growing their Supe army and tell Zoe it was the Starlighters, which isn't not true, you understand? She saw Butcher right before he knocked her out. Revenge can go a long way in the boys' universe, so it's not far-fetched to see Zoe team up with Homelander and Vought believing the boys are trying to help her and her mom earlier, and it was all a setup. Now that everything is going according to plan, how will the US feel about militarizing Supes? During the press conference, some people were shocked. If the regular, or just humans without Compound V still have power in the White House, I could see them passing a bill forcing everyone to test for Compound V after the shocking reveal of Victoria Newman being a Supe. But what else can they do? Starlighters have seen Homelander murder for less, and the boys are all in custody with Starlight able to escape. So all I can believe is that our last resort is pulling whoever is left against Homelander to try and fight, which is Starlight, Butcher/Kessler, Marie, Emma, Jordan, and the gimp suit Ladio, I guess. Luckily, the 7 are super weak right now. Like the Avengers, there's no true 7. Homelander just let Sage back, but that's a slippery slope. All of Vought's board is dead, Firecracker is dying from the pill she's taking, A-Train is gone, Ashley took Compound V and God only knows where she's headed, then Black Noir and the Deep are one man away from being the Three Stooges. Additionally, with Tech Knight dead, they lost their prisons, and there's still one person Homelander is afraid of, according to Sage, that can make an appearance. So not all hope is lost. There's still a fraction of hope still left in this world. Comment down below what your thoughts are on the finale. What do you think will happen in season 5 of The Boys and season 2 of Gen V? How will they work in tandem? Once again, thank thank you GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring today's video. Follow me on Lulu_Clemons, subscribe to all 3 channels in the new Rockstars network for breakdowns and coverage of all things you love. Thanks for watching, I'll check you guys later.